Our first speaker is passionate about lifelong learning, capacity building, and leadership development, and has represented the country thrice in various ASEAN events. She holds a degree in Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management from the University of Santo Tomas, and in 2019 she finished her Master's in Business Administration at the Asian Institute of Management, where she was the president of the AIM Student Ambassadors and the Eloquence Club. Currently, she is a consulting project manager at W.O.M.E.N Strategy Consultants. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Trija Ann Magalino.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. You're allowed to smile, right?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon. Right. Okay, so again, I'm Trish, and again, as introduced, no, I'm classmates with Sir Ryan, with Ryan in AIM, and we were doing our masters. And this was actually a photo taken when we were still doing our masters. So I want to share a personal philosophy statement that I had composed through a workshop na we had before. Parang yung workshop na yun, kino-coach kami kung paano kami mag-identify ng personal naming statement of purpose. Kasi parang lahat tayo, ang dami natin, kanina lang sa lunch, nagulat ako sobrang dami. 600 yata, yun in that mess hall. 600 people. And how can you actually stand out? Pare-parehas kayo ng training, pare-parehas kayo ng pinagdadaanan. How can you identify yourself in a unique way? So I went through that workshop, and the goal of that workshop is to actually come up with a statement that is simple, actionable, focused on how you positively impact or affect others. So I'd like to share what I have. For me, my personal statement or purpose is that to live a difference, to create a difference by, what will I do? Making others feel safe and staying vulnerable. Kahit makakwentuhan niyo ako, pwede ko sa inyo mag-iyakan tayo agad. And savoring the littlest of things so that others may also experience Jesus as I experience Him. So personally yan, and I think there's value in sharing this, hindi lang kasi gusto ko makilala niyo ako. But also I want to emphasize that again, in a crowd or in a society filled with different genders, how can you actually stand out? So today's topic, as we were briefed, the topics would be covering women in society, women in AFP, and women in family. What's assigned to me is women in society. The objective of this talk is to actually provide broader and firmer knowledge, understanding significant contribution of women into society. When I was thinking about it, women in society, to be honest, what is the definition of society now? Within PNA, iba yung society. When you go outside, within Baguio, iba rin society. When you go national, Philippines, iba rin yung society. When you represent the country, iba rin. Iba-iba yung culture, iba-iba yung pagtanggap. May mga countries na shut up talaga pag babae. May mga businesses, for example, na ang kultura, hindi ko concerned pag babae. Kailangan yung mga lalaki lang. Kailangan yung mga CEO or leaders lagi dapat lalaki lang. So, how can we create a template or something that everyone in different types of society can benefit? So I was thinking, siguro I'll share something na generally applicable. So, but still in the theme of Women's Month. So I'd like to share some life principles instead. And I entitled this talk, Let's Take Women Seriously. And this women is actually an acronym of life principles that I wanted to share to you today. So each one we will be covering. So there will be 5 principles that I really take to heart and bring with me that I have acquired, hindi lang siya through a seminar, but through different life learnings and experiences. And I hope you could get something out of it also. Let's first start with W. Work on who you are. Can you say that again? Work on who you are.
Work on who you are.
I'm not sure if familiar kayo sa sago. Siguro naman, taas kami ng familiar sa sago. O kaya, so ba kayo usually nagpupustahan? Di ba kahit na tayo ng generation pustahan sa sport. Di ba? Or ano bang mga pustahan meron dito? Or familiar kayo? Pustahan sa basketball, saan? No gambling ko, I mean familiar lang. No gambling here, and I will not advocate. Hindi rin ako nagsasako. But I'm just talking about betting. Pustahan, samula sa puti. Minsan yung gagamba, ewan ko kung naabutan nyo yun. Dati gagamba, naglalaban yung mga gagamba. O sa ano ko, sa ganyan ako mapula, yung ano, di ba? Laging parang, sino kayang mananalo? Lagi tayong about, sino kaya ako magbibigay ng investment ko? I want to take this analogy into working on who we are. I'd like to talk about each of us, asset natin, yung sarili natin. Sa business world, which ngayon yun yung real ko, and probably na-expose rin si Sir Ryan, no, kasi nag-masters nga kami sa business. Sabi ko nga, while he was orienting, grabe, bakit ba yung mundo to? Yung mga jargon nyo, iba, ang daming iba. Pero, this is something applicable kahit magkakaiba tayo ng background o magkakaiba tayo ng mundo ngayon. Work on yourself because you are your asset. Hindi siya naiiba sa mga startup companies. Hindi siya naiiba sa mga yun nga, sapula-sapot eh. Doon ako sa manakwan, mano ko yung two, mano ko yung galing maglalaban yung dalawang kalabaw ngayon, yung ganyan, di ba? So parang tayo, gusto natin maisip na business din to. Para siyang startup. At lahat ng startup, lahat ng business, nagsistart sa wala. Nagsistart lang siyang idea lang siya. Tayo din nagsistart sa wala. Pero pwede din naman, hihinga tayo, di ba? Hindi natawag tayo. But pwede lahat tayo nagsistart sa same starting point. So the next point is, kung magkakabetan ka, tataya ka ba sa sarili mo? Isipin mo ba na sa kanilang lahat, tapos gusto ko i-represent or protektahan yung bansa ko, pagbibet ba ako, pupusta ba ako na ako na lang ipadala niyo? Kasi ako. And hindi siya parang, sometimes hindi siya about competition. Sometimes wala tayong choice. Tayo yung represent. At okay ba sa akin yun? Hindi ko ba mapapahiya yung bansa na ano mo yun, yung school, the PNA that I have been educated by. So a good question to ask as we reflect on the assets that we have. Ako ba pupusta ako sa sarili ko? Kung start-up ako na business, mag-i-invest ba ako sa sarili ko? The third point here is, hindi lang investors sa business meron. In here, nag-i-invest na sila sa inyo. I think, binilieve ko rin yung sarili ko, research ako ng content about E-levate. Sobrang dami nag-a-apply. Tapos ang dami nakakat, di ba? At yung nakakat na yung criteria, definitely. Every time then, every year I think, or term, meron din kayo ulit assessment. May nakakat ulit. I think ang ultimate essence of cutting people off or making them stay is, etong batang to, kamusta kaya siya? Etong kadetin to, ano ba siya? They don't talk about, hindi masyado yung hard skills, ang galing, ang bilis niya talaga tumakbo, i-stay natin siya. Ang galing niya, lakas talaga ng boses niya, i-keep natin siya. Usually, not just here, not just in academia, not just in the business world, they will talk about who you are. Sino ba yung tao niyan? Ano ba yung character niya? And always have that in mind. Kasi ngayon, mas bata kayo, all the more you have more time to work on it. Walang kapital. Hindi kayo maglalabas ng pera. Aalagaan niyo lang yung character. Aalagaan niyo lang na hindi kayo sisira ng trust na binibigay sa inyo. Yung iba, hindi kailangan ng investment, hindi kailangan ng sponsor, hindi kailangan ng equity para i-build yung business. Tiwala lang. At yung tiwala na yun, very valuable and priceless. So on this point, the first life principle is to work on who you are, more than what you do, more than where you are, more than how much you're making. Who you are matters most. I'd like to share a verse on this. Sabi dito, if you think you can fool, let's read together. Galatians 6:7. Go.
If you think that you are, you are only fooling yourselves. You will harvest what you plant.
Yan. So one of my favorite verses, actually you will be hearing a lot of my favorite Bible verses. So sabi dito, you will harvest what you plant. Hindi mo, kung mauuto ba natin ng isa't isa, at mauuto natin kahit sino, hindi mauuto si Lord. Kasi alam niya, kung ano talaga yung tinanim mo. At kung ano yung tinanim mo, napaka-cliche, kumbaga. Kung ano yung tinanim natin, yun yung aanin natin. At sabi natin sa isang parang expounded version nito, na parang, sabi niya, when you plant a seed, pag nagtanim ako ng isang buto ng mangga, isa lang din ba yung makukuha ko? Hindi, di ba? Kasi usually magiging puno siya. Naging puno siya, marami siyang bunga. You will reap more than you sow. Laging mas marami kaysa dun sa bininhi at pinlant mo. You will also reap, pag tinanim ko yung puno ng mangga ngayon, mamaya makakain ko ng matamis yun. Hindi rin. It will take time. You will reap later than you sow. Hindi siya agad-agad. Alam mo na yung tinatanim ko ngayon, ang foolish to think na maka-harvest ko na siya mamaya or bukas. It will take time. At yung time in between, kailangan mo siyang i-guard. Huwag mo siyang ilalaglag. Kasi alam mo, there's a harvest. At kung ano exactly, pag nagtanim ako ng mangga, asa ba akong saging yung lalabas? Siyempre hindi. Siyempre asa akong mangga yun. So you will reap exactly what you sow, later than you sow, and more than what you sow. So I hope we are very intentional on the things that we are sowing, mapa words man yan, acts, or whatever. So just be careful on what we really plant, because we will harvest eventually. Okay, second, again, let's read the second life principle together.
Own your season.
Yan. Let us own our season. Siguro ngayon tatanungin ko kayo. Ano tayo? Moment check. Anong iniisip niyo ngayon? Yung kailangan sabihin. Pwede naman, sige, sa katabi niyo. Anong iniisip mo ngayon? Yung ulam kanina? Okay ba? Grabe yung heart rate kanina. Ano ko makain ko? Mamaya ako. O kaya, grabe yung kwento kahapon, no? Grabe yung mamaya, may mangyayari pa mamayang gabi. Bukas daw, may event daw eh. Alam mo yung bukas, may parada ng morning. If we will just assess where we are in this moment, asan yung utak natin? Possibly sa nangyari in the past, or possibly nag-worry tayo in the future. But rarely, honestly rarely, and sadly rarely, no, we are in the now. Common, di ba? Common na nandito tayo sa present. Kaya nga sabi na isa sa favorite kong movie, pwede ko na ba yung Kung Fu Panda? Panda ko yan, ito. Sabihin ko, parang feeling hindi siya qualified lagi, ganyan, pero parang, tapos di ba lang, sobrang spoiler, pero ba yung parang ano daw yung secret? Tapos it was just a mirror. Walang secret ingredient, it was just you. At sabi ni Master Wu sa kanya, can we read together if you can read that from the back?
Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's what I call the present.
So yesterday tapos na siya eh. History na siya. And we can extract learning from yesterday so that we can be better today. Tomorrow hindi pa nangyayari. So kung today nag-worry ako na nag-worry, hindi ko na na-attend yung today, nasayang yung present. And today, present, hindi na inaabot ng iba. Hindi lahat, hindi guaranteed yung tomorrow para sa ating lahat. So every day, we want to be present at present. We understand na very clear naman yan. So ano yung mga key points natin in owning your season? So if we think about, saan season ba ako ngayon? If we think about physically, dito ako sa, eto, medyo nagda-diet, pero ganun pa rin. O kaya, eto, hirap ako, bakit sa stairs nyo? O kaya, eto, grabe, hingal ako ngayon, kasi ako nagkakain na ng healthy, tsaka hindi ako nag-exercise, nag-aya ka sa Sir Ryan, gusto maglakad-lakad bukas, next time na lang. Pwede na mag-pass. So basically, nasa tayong season? Nasa grinding ba tayo? Or nasa napaka-lax nating season? Or asa tayo? Sick ba tayo ngayon? Basically, we don't know. Emotionally, pwede na natin admit, actually, broken-hearted ako eh. Actually, kanina tumutuloy yung luha ko habang kumakain, hindi lang nila alam kala nila tubig yun. Diba? Pwede naman natin aminin, actually, longing ako ngayon eh. No-homesick ako, o kaya actually, hindi ko ang saya ko. Kasi, dream come true to for me to be here, kasama ko silang lahat, sobrang grateful ako. Asan ka? Or spiritually even. Minsan nalilito ko, nakikinig ko sa akin si Lord. Minsan iniisip ko, bakit yung iba favor. Bakit yung iba? Bakit ako pag nangingi? Taon na, di pa rin pinapakinggan. Where are you in your season? In these different facets or aspects of life? And as you think about those, let's think about, what can I actually learn? Ito yung challenging season ko. Okay, so pag iniisip ko financially, for example, nandito ako sa season, ang dami kong binabayaran kasi kung ano ng mga pinagagawa sa buhay ko, for example, ano ba pwede ko matutunan sa mga challenges ko ngayong taghirap ako, for example? Pwede pala ako matuto mag-budget. Pwede ko palang matutunan na mag-live with my means. Pwede ko palang matutunan na magbaon, magluto, kaysa kain tayo ng kain sa labas. Ano yung pwede ko matutunan sa napakahirap kong challenge ngayon? Kasi meron. For sure meron. Next, pwede natin isipin sa season natin, ano kaya yung mga blessings na pwede kong ibigay? Kasi nandito ako sa season na to. Hirap na hirap ako, so gets ko yung pakiramdam na nahihirapan. For example, sa inyo, di ba? Kanina nung nandun kami nag-observe sa grandstand, ang init, alas 12, nag-ano sila, di ba? Nag-piggyback, tapos tatakbo sila, kabilang ulo. Oo, ganyan. So, hindi pa naman yung tawag doon. Sa akin, mahirap lang. Simple word lang siya, mahirap. And kapag alam mo yung ganong hirap, pag nakita mo, may hingal na hingal din, alam mo yung pakiramdam kasi pinagdadaanan mo rin eh. Ano ba yung pakiramdam? Hirap, no? Hirap? Okay lang yan, kaya mo yan. Ano yung blessing na pwede mong ibigay? Kasi nandun ko din sa season na yun. Naiintindihan mo. O kaya alam mo, may isang tao tulala. Alam mo siguro, baka may sakit yung family niya, o kaya namiss niya yung anak niya. Di mo alam. Ano ba yung, kamusta yung pamilya mo? Diba? Ano nga yung blessing na maibibigay mo kasi nandito ka ngayon sa season na to? Okay. So, are we clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is, yan. So, isang first din yan that I, ngayon actually feel ko yan. So, let's read together. Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Everything earth has its own time and its own season.
Lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang season. Lahat tayo dumaan sa sanggol, di ba? Hindi makalakad. Tapos, mama, tuwa na sila. O kaya makatayo ka, makaklat ka, tuwa na sila. May ganong season. May season din na, anak, ano ba naman? Nabaho-baho mo na. Ayaw mo na. Yung uhog mo, nasa mukha mo lahat. May season din na sobrang dugyutan tayo, di ba? May season din na nag-earn na. Ganyan, ma'am, pera na ako, pwede ako magpadala. O kaya libre ko ngayon yung pagkain natin. May season din na kumikita ka na parang ang saya ng pakiramdam. Libre ko kayo, labas tayo. May season din na gipit ka, may season, maraming season. May season of sickness, may season of grief, may season of joy. Sabi ng Bible, in everything, mayroong season. So hindi natin para i-force yung season na wala pa, or i-mourn yung season na wala na. It's very aligned to being present in the now. So the third point, let's read together.
Monitor your time.
Monitor your time. So, syempre, ito sana familiar kayo. Again, hindi rin ako nag-advocate, again, hindi ako nagsasabong, pero examples na. So, for example, no, eat all you can. Usually, ganito sa mga buffet breakfast. Eat all you can po dito, 6 to 10 a.m. Kapag, mo, for example, may klase na kayo ng 7, 6 to 7 lang yung time mo. Ano gagawin mo pag nasa buffet ka? Usually, uunahin mo yung gusto mong pagkain. O kaya, puntahan natin yung gusto ko kasi ako, for example, personal yung hindi ako sa Japanese food. So kapag buffet, yun yung unang-una ko pupuntahan. Kasi feeling ko, pag nakain ako ng maraming sashimi, sulit na yun. Kasi mahal yun eh. Sulit, doon ako sa mga mahal na produkto. O kaya, steak na agad. After ko mag-sashimi, steak yung kakainin ko. Kahit mabusog na ako, tapos yun ang kanain ko, sulit na. Kasi mahal yun eh. So, para pag-iisipan ko kung paano kayo ma-maximize yung isang oras lang na meron ako. Kasi may time ako na 7, aalis na ako. Para masulit ko, yung binigyan naman ng opportunity to be there, to maximize the opportunity there. The next example there is, ride all you can. Sino bang nakapunta na sa Manila yata yung Enchanted Kingdom no? Ano bang? Laguna, Laguna, Enchanted Kingdom, o kaya Peria siguro sa mga probinsya, Star City, ganyan yung sa atin, di ba? So normally, sa mga ride all you can amusement park, pag sinabi sa inyo, okay kids, dati diba, sa mga parents natin, punta tayo dito, 9 o'clock lang hanggang 5 o'clock. Sobrang daming rides. Siyempre, pipiliin mo lang, diba? Gusto ko kasi talaga yung mga roller coaster eh. O kaya, gusto ko kasi yung mga flying fiesta, yung mahangin lang, masaya lang. Ay ako hindi, sobrang mahilig ako mag-picture. Doon lang ako sa magaganda mag-picture. Ayoko sumakay na nahihilo ako. So, depende kung anong gusto mo, depende kung ano yung ma-enjoy mo, pag-iisipan mo, ano ba yung susulitin ko para ma-maximize ko yung ride all you can, tsaka yung eat all you can. Ganon din naman kapag sino dito yung, kunwari, well, nagta-travel. Estudyante pa eh, pero kunwari magta-travel, 3 days, 2 nights. Recently, for example, 60th birthday ng mom ko. Hindi pa daw siya nakakapunta ng Palawan, so inisip namin, sige magpalawan tayo. Eh, Puerto Princesa yung napag-alihan kasi may mga pamangkin ako, hindi pa kaya mag-El Nido sana. So pinag-isipan namin, paano kaya natin i-design yung correct yung itinerary para makita ni mama yung El Nido kasi hindi pa niya nakikita yun. Tapos mag-enjoy din yung mga bata. So ginawa namin, o sige, Puerto Princesa muna tayo, bago tayo mag-El Nido, kasi hindi nasasama yung mga bata sa El Nido. Si mami na lang kasi gusto ko makita nila. Pero parang, kumbaga, in your mind, ang totoo niyan, travel all you can yun eh. Pero, limited time, 3 days lang, tsaka 2 nights. So, buffet, di ba? Ride all you can yan, di ba? Ride all you can daw, kaya eat all you can, pero may time. Sabi ko nga ngayon, pag nagta-travel, bibigyan ko kayo ng 3 days, ako lahat magbabayad. Saan niyo gusto pumunta? Sipin niyo, ako gusto ko beach, ako gusto ko mag-hike, mga mountain, gusto ko ako museum, ako shopping sa city center, ganyan. Iisipin mo, para siyang buffet, pipili ka, ano ba yung maganda? May enjoy ko. So, ano yung mga points natin dito? Sa pag-monitor natin ng time, siyempre, di ba, kapag mapahapon na, tama ba, okay ba? O doon pa, pwede pa ako Iceland or mag-ice skating, ganyan. Isipin mo, ano ba yung gusto mong gawin? What do I want to do? Susunod mong tatanungin, where do I want to go? At pangatlong pwede mong tanungin, who do I want to be? Ganyan sa buffet, ganyan sa ride all you can, ganyan din sa travel. Ano yung gusto mong gawin? Saan ko gusto kong pumunta? Sino gusto kong kasama? Ganon din naman sa buhay eh. Live all you can. Do all you can. The only thing, ang magkaiba lang, di natin alam kung kailan yung time's up. Doon kasi sa buffet, pwede mong tanong, ano kasi yung buffet mo dito? 6 to 10, ma'am. Okay, 6 to 10. Alam ko, 6 to 10. Ay, hanggang ano oras yung park nyo? Hanggang 5 na nag-close na kami. Alam ko, hanggang 5 lang. Travel. Kailangan Monday makabalik ka na, may pasok na ako ulit. Hanggang Monday lang. Pero yung life, would we know yung time? Would we know? Ay, ako kasi hanggang 75 ako mabubuhay. Kaya I can do everything. We don't know that. Yun yung malaking difference. Kaya dahil alam mo na may time limit, kaso hindi sinabi sa'yo kung kailan, you always want to be intentional. Today, I don't want to do this, I don't want to go here, and I want to bring people here. So gusto ko kaya magiging selective ka. Ayoko sayangin yung, kumbaga panahon ko sa mga bagay na hindi ko naman talaga na-enjoy. Bakit ko magpa-park? Ay, nung lang tayo, gusto ko talaga mag-roller coaster. Or bakit naman ako magkwentuhan din sa isang hindi ko naman talaga siya masyadong close, pero ang dami niyang kinuwento. Pero yung mami ko, hindi ko nasamahan, siya talaga yung gusto kong kasama. Gusto mong isipin, habang monitor mo yung time, kasama ko ba yung mga gusto ko? Nagagawa ko ba yung gusto ko? At nandun ba ako sa lugar na dapat nandun ako? Let's read this, Psalm 90:12. Isa to sa mga, talaga you will be wise as you count. Habang binibilang mo, my dad passed away, we lost him to cancer. Terminal yun, sinabi sa amin, 7 months lang daw. 7 months, we were counting every day. Ilan na nababawas sa 7 months? Hanggang sa nag-extend, birthday mo, thank you, nag-extend ng isang araw. Hanggang isang buwan na nag-extend. We were counting every day. Praise God, kasi sinabi natin kung kailan yung deadline. Blessing yun. Pero literally, we were living every day as if yun na yung last. Kasi we were counting it. So there is wisdom when we are more mindful in knowing that there is time limit sa ating lahat. So next point is, nasa 4th na tayo. Di ba, Phyllis? 4th, let's read together. Elevate your learning. So this is a word cloud, yan. So yung knowledge. So kung nagpa-survey ako, di ba? Ang sagot nyo, ang dami sumagot ng knowledge, wala na kayong word. Tapos may mga unique words. For example, sa taas may sinabi siya, awareness, faculty. Nagbabago-bago yung itsura ng word cloud. Depende sa input. So on the upper corner, sabi dyan, the structure of your brain changes every time you learn something new. It's called neuroplasticity. I had this talk before about neuroscience. Hindi siya sobrang scientific, pero sobrang interesting talaga kung paano nag-move din yung brain natin. Nag-change yung arrangement niya, depende kapag may bagong input. Parang word cloud. Nagbabago-bago pag may bagong nagsagot na iba. Kung may sagot, broken-hearted. Bago-bago, nag-move na naman yung word cloud. Kaya super happy. Nagbabago-bago siya. So yung brain daw natin, every time may input, nagbabago yung movement niya. So why is this important? Actually, yung neuroplasticity. Sabi dito, the brain continually reorganizes itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity. Basically, ang sinasabi dito, for as long as nag-input ka ng bago, magsistrengthen or gagawa siya ng bagong neural pathways. Hindi ko alam kung sobrang scientific yung pakinggan, pero gagawa siya ng bagong neural pathways. Tapos hanggang inuulit-ulit mo siya, nagsistrength, kumakapal yun, hanggang nasa sistema mo na siya. So in Tagalog, sobrang simple lang yan. Habang may buhay, may pag-asa. So, kapag wala rin, ay kasi, na ako 70 na ako, hindi ko na talaga kaya pag-aralan yan, magluto, o kaya 40 na ako, mag-drive pa ba ako, 40 na ako. Actually, kaya. Kahit anong gusto mong pag-aralan, kaya. Kasi yung brain daw natin, hanggang may buhay, hanggang may oxygen, kaya niyang mag-create ng new pathway. At the only moment na magpapaulit kakapal yun is through practice. Parang driving, or parang sa inyo, di ba? Yung mga skill ninyo, hindi nyo naman talaga kaya dati mag-scuba diving, for example, or bawang ng baril, or I don't know what, di ba? Pero habang inuulit-ulit nyo yun, nag-strengthen yun. So that's why, to that point, sabi dito, your brain rearranges regardless. So, familiar na kayo dito o hindi, nangyayari yun sa brain natin. At every time pinapractice natin yun, nare-reinforce yun. Kaya kung na sobrang nega ka today, bukas nega ka ulit. Sa isang araw, nega ka na talaga niyan. Nega star na, ang sunod ka lalabasan mo niyan. Every time practice ka ng practice, nare-reinforce yun sa mind mo until nagiging permanent siya. Therefore, kaya pala natin maging intentional sa kung ano yung nagiging permanent. Kaya sabi nila, practice makes perfect daw. Pero actually, practice makes permanent. Pero actually, hindi rin permanent kasi pwede mo pa rin baguhin. So basically, kung kaya pala natin, alam mo yun, mas maging intentional tayo sa magiging arrangement ng brain natin. Gusto natin, practice natin, gusto talaga natin maging permanent sa buhay natin, diba? Okay, James 1:5. Medyo mahaba, but I want to check lang din the attention. Kung nandito pa tayo lahat, let's read this together.
Consider it your joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and He will be given to you.
Actually ito, life principle ko to, college din ako. Alala ko noon, nung high school ako, parang, actually hindi mo na talaga ACADS person, mostly extracurricular yan, leadership, ganyan, mga orgs, hindi ako super ma-ACADS. Pero, parang, sabi ko, paano ba ako mag-excel? Hindi ko talaga din kaya. Parang hindi ko hirap na hirap ako, ganyan. So sabi na dito, I think mas applicable pa sa inyo kasi ang dami ng training, ang dami ng new skills na wala talaga sa mind or wala talaga sa sistema ninyo before. So sabi dito, consider it joy whenever you face something difficult or trial. Kasi daw, you know, na nagpo-produce siya ng perseverance. Nagiging mas matyaga ka, nagiging mas magpupursige ka. At sabi niya, kapag nagiging magpursige ka, nagkakaroon ka ng maturity. Mas nagiging perfect, mas nagiging complete. At sabi din last, ang comfort siya, kung kulang ka ng wisdom, ask God. Kasi hindi naman siya madamot. He is generous to actually give it to you. Okay, so moving to our last, and for me, most important one. Let's read the last point.
Nurture your relationship with God.
Nurture your relationship with God. And I feel, honestly, throughout my seasons, ito yung pinaka-importante for me. In this picture, pwede natin titigan and digest a little bit. Tinanong siya, diba? Okay na lang. Sagot niya, okay. Pero at the back of his mind, ang dami niya talagang bitbit, loaded. Gusto niya ng help, o kaya sad talaga siya, o kaya depressed pala siya, o kaya ang dami niyang doubts, dami niyang fear. Pero pag tinanong mo, okay ka lang? Okay. I know that our academy, our training can prepare us so much for the battles that we can see. Pero how about yung battles that we cannot? Hindi natin nakikita yun, pero attack yun, di ba? Hindi natin nakikita yun, pero hindi tayo pinapatulog sa gabi nun. Hindi natin nakikita, pero alam natin, nagkakasakit tayo dahil doon. Enemy din siya, battle din siya, war din siya. But how do we prepare for it? And I feel like all the more mag-resonate sa inyo kasi protectors kayo eh. Who will protect our protectors? Sa mga bagay na hindi natin kayang i-project, hindi natin kayang i-strat plan, hindi natin kayang pag-isipan, pagplanuhan. That's why I'll start with this verse. Let's read together 1 Timothy 4:8.
The person works to make his body strong and healthy. That will help him a little. But if a person works to live in a way that makes God happy, that will help him much more. It will help that person in his life now on earth. It will also help him in his future life with God in heaven.
So very biblical, sabi niya, okay yan, nag-training tayo, maging healthy, okay yan. And our life here on earth will benefit. But there's much more important than that. Ang sinasabi niya, how about yung mga ways or training na mas makakapatatag ng puso natin or makakapag-nourish ng relationship natin sa Diyos. Makakapagpapatatag pa, alam mo yun, sa Creator natin. Mas okay yun kasi, hindi ka lang puprotektahan dito, puprotektahin ka rin yan sa buhay mo after. Okay, so first point on that, as we think about our relationship with God, the first point is, I hope we know that God knows us completely. Kilala ka niya, kilala niya ako. Kilala niya anong pamilya ako lumaki, anong klase yung pagkakulit ko, tigas ng ulo ko, kilala niya. Second is, alam niya yung battle natin. Magiging battle natin, yung naging battle natin in the past, battle natin ngayon, battle natin in the future. Both yung seen tsaka not seen. Both yung concrete tsaka yung hindi nakikita. Alam niya lahat. And the third most important for me is to understand the truth that actually God is very much willing and able to fight for you and with you. Because feeling ko, our perception of God really dictates our parang response to Him. If we don't see these things as truth, ay, huwag na lang, hindi naman pala Lord, hindi kami close. O kaya huwag na lang, kaya ba niya akong tulungan? Kasi baka hindi, so hindi ako magpapatulong. Gusto niya ba akong tulungan? Hindi lang sa kaya, gusto niya ba akong tulungan? So if we make this straight, then our response to Him will improve. So isa sa mga favorite songs ko, especially when I'm going through difficulty. Wala kung familiar ka, medyo luman eh. Pero kay Gary B, The Warrior is a Child, at least sinong familiar? Yes! Thank you. So naalala ko din na nagkakasakit na si Daddy. Yung daddy ko, big guy siya, macho man. Hindi siya militar, hindi siya nag-PMA, pero macho, malaking tao, very strong. Nung nagka-cancer siya, nag-regress siya eh. Dati, imagine, buffet kami lagi, takaw-takaw, lakas kumain, very jolly, saya-saya. Nung nagka-cancer siya, 7 months, parang umuulong talaga. From, hindi na siya makapag-drive, hindi niya yung manubela, hindi niya ma-shift yung gear, tapos hindi siya makababa ng sasakyan, hindi siya makapasok ng bahay, hindi siya makatayo sa bed, hindi siya makapag-CR. Para siya naging baby, nag-shrink. Hindi siya makakain. And that time, I remember that moment when we prayed together. Sabi ko lang kay Daddy, alam mo Daddy, okay lang kung hindi ka na macho. Kasi syempre concern niya. Nahihiya siya na parang hindi na siya macho tignan in our eyes. Daddy, okay lang. pwede mong aminin na this time, weak ka na. At huwag natin, parang huwag mong tanggalin sa isip mo na kahit tatay kita, sa mata ng Diyos, anak ka niya eh. So pwede ka talaga magpaka-weak. Pwede mong sabihin, Lord, ang hirap, di ako makatayo. Lord, ang hirap, kailangan kong tawagin yung anak ko kasi nadumi ako. Kasi naihi ako. And I hope you know na kahit na sobra tayong tinitrain to be tough, we can always be honest to God that honestly, this warrior is still a child. And God knows that. So it's not na sabihin ni Lord, child? It's not like that. He knows completely that the warrior who's protecting the world is still a child. So I pray that as we celebrate Women's Month, may we actually take this life principle seriously. Can we all read together as we summarize from the top?
Work on who you are. Own your season. Monitor your time. Elevate your learning. Nurture your relationship with God.
So I really hope that we take women seriously. Thank you.